Welcome to this shortwave radio video, and we're going to continue our series of tuning the bands about 1 megahertz at a time with information of what you can hear on these frequency ranges. Remember that we'll be doing this on different radios, so be patient. Someday your radio will be the one highlighting the frequencies, and that might help you actually in learning a thing or two about using your own receiver. So we're going to tune at 1947 UTC, 15,000 to 16,000 kilohertz. What's in there? And so the majority of this band is the 19 meter international broadcast band. This is probably the majority of what you'll hear on that range. And from 15,700, 15,800, and up to 16,000 kilohertz. There's some utility stations there, some utility to be heard. Now, the international broadcast band itself technically finishes somewhere around 15,600, but a lot of broadcasters actually extended. So, like WWCR is on 15,825, for example. They're technically out of the 19 meter band, but you can have stuff there. There can be some marine signals on the top part of 15 megahertz, and some all sorts of other types of signals, of interesting signals that can pop up. So let's tune around on the Tecsun H-501X here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada today, February the 20th, 2022. Our first signal, of course, WWV in Fort Collins, Colorado, sometimes mixed in with WWVH in Hawaii also. So I'm tuning in AM mode, but I will tune a small part of it, the first 100 kilohertz, in upper sideband, because sometimes you don't know what you can hear. One of the examples is 15016, which is the U.S. Global Command, U.S. Air Force Global Command, with emergency action messages from time to time, so you might want to check that out. And also there's some pirates, some European pirates sometimes on that range, around 15070, 15080. And they're so weak that by using single sideband, it lets you sometimes hear a weak carrier. 15034, you might be hearing in the daytime here the Trenton military broadcast from Ontario, Canada. And here I will switch to AM mode so that we can tune the 19 meter broadcast bands. Very noisy today. And depending on the time you tune, you'll have different types of broadcasts also. I would put propagation today under probably less than optimal. $15,580, that's the Voice of America. That is often coming in quite well on that range. It is broadcasting at this time from the Botswana relay. So 18 to 20 UTC from Botswana in Africa. So it's kind of a good, DX if you want. Station coming from Africa. So Voice of America. Lots of music, but also lots of talk on the Voice of America 15580. 15770, regular frequency of WRMI. Depending on the time of day, right now is the Supreme Master broadcast. But we also have Radio Prague in English, 21 UTC, that's coming in well on this frequency. WWCR 15825, very strong, always a pretty good signal here in general. And starting from here, I will actually have a tendency to tune around in upper sideband up to the rest of the range, just in case I would hear some utility signal. There could be some Russian number stations, XPA2 for example, the one that is polyphonic, that could be there. There could be all sorts of things on that range that you can hear at some point. So tune around regularly and tune around all the time, even if it's nighttime, even though this is more of a daytime band usually. In the summer with the long days, sometimes you have broadcasts here that you'll hear even into the middle of the night. And you never know what you can catch. And depending on the time of day, of course, it shifts the propagation from what area of the world you're actually hearing signals from. So this is kind of an interesting thing to try out also. And of course, one thing that helps a lot in tuning the bands like this, if you can find a quiet location, go to a park, go somewhere far away from the, civilization as far as possible. And you'll see that even if you hear nothing at home, you might start hearing a lot of things when you're not in a noisy environment like I am here, for example. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thanks for watching.